Hi everyone, welcome back. So as I said in my earlier video, today we'll be learning about class and it is real fun. Okay, but before we go into class, I would like to tell you about namespace. Okay, in fact namespace is nothing. Okay, it is just a container which includes all the named objects in a function or a class. Okay, let's take our previous video. In the previous video, okay, we had learned about function. Okay, in this particular function, okay, you can see that is add up. Okay, and you got, okay, so over here you are calling the add up function 4. Okay, so this particular function with all the variables or the objects declared in it, like add up together, there may be many variables declared. Okay, so all those together constitute the namespace for this particular function add func 4. Okay, add underscore func 4. Okay, similarly, okay, for class, okay, we define variables. Okay, and we define methods inside the class. Okay, so all these constitute the namespace for the class. Okay, so all the named objects inside the class constitute the namespace for that class. Okay, so namespace is nothing, it is just collection of names. Okay, now let's get into the class. Actually, class is a technique to implement object-oriented programming in almost all of the object-oriented programming languages. Okay, like in C++, okay, in Java, okay, you use class to implement the object-oriented programming concept. Okay, and this concept is also used in Python, but Python has much easier way of making use of class. Okay, so what is class? Class is nothing. Okay, it is just a blueprint for object. Okay, and it has some attributes and methods inside it. Okay, so all these attributes, okay, methods, okay, can be reused again and again. Okay, okay, so that is how a class is implemented in Python. Okay, before we get into some practical, okay, let's check one of the GUI that I have created for you. Okay, here, okay, personal info is your class. Okay, in this class, okay, PID, P underscore name, P underscore contact, P underscore sex, P underscore DOV. Okay, these are variables, okay, that I'm declaring inside this class. Okay, and inside the class, okay, the variables declared are called attributes. Okay, they are data. Okay, and inside this personal info I can write functions. Okay, actually inside the class we call them as method. Okay, so we can write a method here. Okay, so add underscore common, okay, is a method. Okay, so class, okay, in Python consists of your attributes and the methods. Okay, so attributes and methods make your class in Python. Okay, and all these attributes and your methods together form your namespace for the class. Okay, so personal info is the class. Okay, P underscore ID, P underscore name, P underscore contact, okay, up to P underscore DOB is your attributes, and add underscore common is your method. Okay, so this is how a class looks like in Python. Okay, so now how do we implement class in Python? Okay, so it is a very, I already told you, it's a very simple process. Okay, simple way of implementing class in Python, and it's much easier. I already told you. Okay, so we just simply say, okay, class and name of your class, okay, and a colon. Okay, then we and whatever comes just after the class definition, okay, class declaration, not the definition, declaration, okay, whatever comes after it, it's called a doc string. Okay, so this doc string is available, okay, by using, there is a variable called underscore doc underscore, okay, it will be available in that variable all the places. Okay, usually it is used to write some comment about the class. Okay, so after this, okay, we need to initialize variables, okay, or declare variables. Okay, now in other classes, okay, in other languages, the constructors are defined in a different way. In Python it's much easier. You just say def, okay, because it is a method, okay, constructor method. Okay, you just say underscore init underscore, then it's similar to passing your variables or parameters, sorry. Okay, now this is a process, okay, we follow. Okay, so self, okay, self means all the variables, okay, available in the class, okay, is included in your self container. Okay, so now p underscore id is another parameter, p underscore name is another parameter, p underscore contact is another, p underscore sex is another, p underscore dob is another. So in this underscore init underscore method, okay, actually it's a function if it is outside, but it's inside the class, and this is a, by default it comes with the class. Okay, so this is used to initialize variables basically, and it is called a constructor. Now self is the first parameter we pass. Okay, now what we are doing is self.pid. Okay, we are declaring a variable on p underscore id, and we are assigning the value of whatever we have passed in this init method. Okay, similarly self.p underscore name, self.p underscore contact equals to p underscore contact, this one, similarly up to dob. Okay, now I'll comment this out now. Okay, I'll tell about this in the later sessions. Now after this, okay, after the init constructor definition, okay, I'm defining my own method, okay, which is similar to writing your function. Okay, so what I'm saying is def, okay, name of the method, which is like your function name, and inside this I'm passing self. Now this self has all these variables, okay, all these names, okay, included in it. Okay, now in this method, okay, what I'm going to say is print id, name, contact, sex, and dob, %s, %s, which is replaced by self.pid to self.p underscore dob. Okay, now you might see this one, okay, which is your /. Okay, what this means is whatever you have written, okay, you need is after this, in the next line is a continuation of print earlier line. Okay, so this is a continuation. Okay, this line is a continuation of earlier line. This / tells it. Okay, sorry, this is a backward slash. Okay, now let me compile it, I mean let me run it. Okay, so it has executed. Okay, now I'm doing nothing here. Okay, I've just declared a class and defined it. Okay, so inside the class I have my constructor created. Okay, and I have this method created. Okay, which is my own defined or own created method. Okay, if it was outside this class, we call it as a function. Okay, see, it looks similar to function, right? So it is a method. Okay, but inside the class is called a method. Now how do you make use of common info? okay, common info class. Okay, this is done by using assignment operator. Okay, so you are declaring a variable p1, okay, and you are assigning the class common info to it, okay, and you are passing this variable values. Okay, now p1 is instance. Okay, as we already said, class is the blueprint for object. Okay, now p1 is the instance, okay, or object of class common info. So common info is the blueprint, okay, and your p1 is the instance, okay, or it's the object of common info. Okay, now whatever your common info has, okay, can now be accessed by p1, which is your instance of common info. Okay, now whatever these values are passed, okay, these values, okay, go into these variables, these parameters here, okay, to the constructor. Okay, now here I'm saying p1. Now p1 has all these things. Okay, okay, so p1 has this underscore common underscore info. Okay, let me make it small later. Okay, sorry, let me run it again. Okay, and see, I can now, what I'm saying is, as soon as I declare this I assign this class info, or I create an instance of class info, this part is, this init method is, or the constructor is automatically executed. Okay, and it assigns these values, okay, to the corresponding parameters here. Okay, now I'm saying, now as I already said, p1 is an instance of common info, and p1 also has the this common, this underscore common underscore info method, so it can be accessed from it. Okay, so here I'm saying p1 dot this common info underscore common underscore info. Okay, so what this means is execute this one, okay, this method. Okay, so it should say id, name, contact, sex, dob, and then it should tell the values that I have passed here accordingly. Okay, we'll see that. Okay, here I'm saying now p1, I already said, has all these variables, okay, of the class. So person name is %s, and how to access, I already said you need to use a dot operator. Sorry, I did not tell you, you need to use a dot operator, name of the instance dot what you want to access of the class. Okay, because, or what you want to access, what it has in it. Okay, so it has all these variables as well as this method. Okay, so here I'm running the executing the this underscore common underscore info method, and here I'm accessing the value of p underscore name. Okay, I already said p underscore name is now in p1 also, so I'm saying here p1 dot p underscore name. Okay, so it should say person name is Susiguk. Okay, and print common info dot underscore underscore doc underscore underscore, which I already said. Okay, this particular value, okay, which you are putting here in double quotes, okay, soon after your class declaration, okay, is stored in this variable of the class. Okay, so it should display common data entry. Okay, now I'm saying total person, this one I'm going to comment currently. Okay, so we'll see it later on. Here you go. Okay, id, name, contact, sex, dob is 001, correct. Susiguk, okay, 999 male, okay, July. Okay, now person name is Susiguk, I already told you. Now p1 underscore name has this value, okay, and underscore underscore doc underscore underscore has this value, common data entry value. Okay, so this is how we write simple class. Okay, so this is just about writing a simple class. Okay, we'll be learning more advanced, okay, and we'll be doing some realistic, say, usage of class in real life, how we use it. Okay, so here let's see, okay, a simple, more realistic one. Okay, here what I'm doing is I'm taking some input and putting into some variables. Okay, these are global variables. Okay, after that I'm declaring an instance of class info here again. Okay, to note, okay, this can be done multiple times, okay, as many times as you want, okay, with different variables. Okay, so here I'm saying p2, okay, is an instance of class info, and I'm passing all these whatever I've taken the input, and I'm saying pin name is p2. The p2 dot underscore p name will have the its own value, okay, here. Okay, because p2 is also an instance of class common info. Okay, so this one I will comment at this time. Okay, so let's try to execute this one. Here we go. ID, let's take 0002. Okay, name, let's take Jason. Okay, contact number, okay, let's enter contact, let's take 55555. Okay, 6, let's take male. Okay, date of month, okay, let's take January. Okay, see, p2 is Jason. Okay, the name in p2 is Jason. Okay, now let's say we can do this one here. Okay, we can say let's print some line here, and let's say p2 dot disp underscore common underscore, what was it, common info. Okay, common info. Okay, so what I'm doing is, as p2 is also an instance of, here p2 is an instance of class info, so it also has the this common info method. Okay, so I can call it by using the dot operator, p2 dot this underscore common underscore info. Okay, let's execute. Okay, let's take 0003. Okay, name, let's take Christy. Okay, contact number, let's keep some contact number. 6, let's say female. Okay, let's say July. Okay, here you go. Okay, see, this one is also executed here. So if you have, say, hundreds of employees, okay, you can just declare 100 of variables, instances of the class, by using this method. Okay, by using the assignment operator. Okay, so this is how you declare the how you create the instances of a class in Python, and how it works. Okay, this is a simple demonstration. Okay, and I'm going to end here today, and in the next session we'll be doing in more details, and I'll be doing in more details. But before that, in the next session I'll be doing a little bit about file handling, so that we can use class to do some data entry and store it in the file. Okay, so that is what I'll be doing in the next session. For now, thank you very much for watching the video. Okay, I'll get back to you in the next video. See you then. Thank you.